especially, what he's proven in the league since he's been here. It's a matchup that I think every team will look forward to, going against a team like this who've been to multiple Super Bowls in a row, been to AFC Championship. So, it's a big game for us for sure. We're trying to, go out there and try to find a way to win.
There were some folks that compared your play style to Patrick's in the draft process. Do you see similarities? What are the things that maybe you see that you guys do similarly?
I would say the scramble drill, the finesse in the pocket, and then I think I just got to continue to find ways to play the game how I see the game as well. But it's sorry to have your name mentioned up there with someone who's won a couple Super Bowls. You get a chance to go against his team this week.
And with the scramble drill you just mentioned, do you think there's an adjustment period or a learning curve for receivers to get on the same page with what you like to do or the way you might handle a scramble and maybe create a secondary or tertiary route out of it?
Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest timings that you can get with a receiver, just because they truly have to know what you're thinking at that time. And half our receiver core, they know what we think, especially the ones who's been here throughout the whole season. And the biggest thing is really finding space, like those guys continue to do. We got to continue to make those plays.
As you look back on this year, how do you feel you've handled the pressure of being the number one pick and being the guy that the franchise's hands is put into your hands?
I just wake up and go about my business, honestly. I don't really see no pressure into it. I get to do something every day that I like to do. But I'm always remember the hard times that I went through my rookie year. I remember the good plays that I made in my rookie year. I remember, how many reporters came to, report the team one year. And I remember the next couple of years, when there's a lot more reporters out here, trying to get footage on it. So you just got to continue to take it day by day in the process. We continue to, feed into each other as the locker room, continue to, give emphasis on the coaching staff, what we're looking for ahead. And, we're ready to, turn it back around.
What if you had to pick one low moment of this year and one high moment? What would you say those are?
Low moment, I would say from a play, I would say probably Vegas game, fumble, had Chin wide open, missed him on the touchdown that, could have helped him. And then I would say high moment, just, finding, getting that first win in Arizona with the guys going down 2-minute drill, Joey Slye ending it off.
What do you think the hardest thing has been, the hardest adjustment has been for you, and how have you maybe managed to overcome that?
So the hardest adjustment, I would say not trying to manipulate the pocket as much as I want to, more kind of feeling the pocket, because every game it changes. No matter they got a all-pro edge rusher or just a real good edge rusher, the pocket always changes each and every game. So I think that was the biggest thing that, I just continue to adjust to, as games go by.
Do you feel like you've had your signature game yet where you've played exactly the way you want to play? And if so, what game do you feel like it was? And if not, why do you feel like it hasn't happened yet?
I don't think I'll ever have a signature game in my career, honestly. Every game there's going to be some bad tape, whether it's one player, two players for myself or another teammate. So I don't really, try to chase having a perfect game. I try to chase just, having a good play every play. Because in the day, I'm going to have a bad play. I'm going to throw another interception. I'm going to fumble the ball again at some point in my career. So the more I continue to stress in myself, limit the little bad plays and just continue to build on what I already know, what I'm good at, and then continue to put the ball in space to my playmakers. I think that'll serve me better in the long term.
Knowing how close you are to finding out who the next coach is, knowing how big that guy and his staff is going to be for you, is it difficult at all not to be a little bit anxious about finding out who that is?
It's not difficult. I think the coach who's gonna come in and have the interview process with a couple coaches that we do, interview. I think they're gonna come in all with the right attitude that we want to win. They're coming in to a place who's gonna be behind them, the guys in the locker room. I'm gonna be all in on this head coach. and I'm going to continue to do what I need to do, for my teammates to, help put myself in a good situation and those guys.
How much would you like to be in on the not hiring the guy, but as far as, meeting all the candidates that they bring in and kind of seeing what they have in mind maybe for you?
I want to meet all of them. Every coach who's going to get the opportunity to come here, I want to meet them, have conversations throughout the whole process with them, because that's someone that I'm going to be here with, for that time. So we got to just continue to, me being around and being open to no matter whoever we try to hire, because I know at the end of the day, who we do hire is going to be the right fit for us. Whether it's a defensive person or offensive person, they're going to make sure that every person, in the right place and make sure that every person is set up for success.
Have you had conversations already with Mike and Chad about wanting to be involved with this, or maybe what some of the qualities you might want?
Yeah, I've had conversations with them about wanting to be involved. They know how much I want to be involved. And then especially just not even with the scheme part of it, just, as the head coach, who he is on an everyday basis. And then then we'll get into, the scheme, what, I know I'm good at, what I want to do, what he thinks, will also help me.
3 games left in the regular season. Obviously, the focus is winning. Aside from that, what are you trying to hone in on or really trying to focus on these next 3 games?
I'm really trying to hone in on the offense, us taking 6 plays that's bad and having that cut down to 1. And I think that will allow us to, continuously, be productive, running the ball well, throwing the ball well. And I think that will just continue to springboard us into the offseason to next year, being, a production-based offense.
Clicked for you in the run game these last two games for you guys?
I just think we emphasize, the little things, especially up front, straining blocks. And that's something that, a lot of people know just the pain those guys go through on the week out basis, for them to continuously fight like they do. That's why we're able to get it off the ground. I think TP and Tajay, they see it real well. The coaches, I think the past couple weeks did an unbelievable job in the run scheme, doing what the players are good at and what we want to do. And so, we're going to keep on rolling from there, keep on handing it off.
With so many quarterbacks going down like Mahomes throughout the season, how much pride do you take in the fact that, so far you've been able to take every snap?
I'm blessed. And, I don't take it for granted every time, I step on the field. I know it could be my last snap. So, I try to just play with a carelessness, to you never know when it's going to be your last snap. So no matter how good the play is, no matter how bad the play is, you always got to play the next play. And I just take it as a learning experience. It's going to be highs and lows throughout this whole season, as I already are. And then just continue to try and get better every day.
Cam, you haven't had a chance to walk off the home field yet with a win. How much are you looking forward to having a chance now with 2 more games left this season to try to get at least one?
That's the plan, to win both of those at the crib, to go into next year with a little home game winning streak. And that's what, our fans, they need to see. They need to see us winning at home. We need to make our, home atmosphere one of the best in the NFLs. We get a chance to go do that on Sunday, against a good team.
And what do you think worked so well with the O-line, but really everybody else in the backfield, yourself included, in your decision-making to come out of that game without a sack?
I think it just spoke to everybody, the way we have to play to be efficient, from the O-line, straining blocks and pass protection specifically. The running backs picking up protections. The past couple weeks they've done real good with that. Then myself just continue to play on time, check it down early if I have to, take the shot if I need it or got it. And then just really I would say the best part is just the more we can continue to, run the ball efficiently. It's been helping us, and then play action off of it.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.